Hello everybody, myself Dr. Poorna Bose, Professor and HOD Physics, Government VYT PG Autonomous College, Durg. Now today I am going to start with the video lecture of Shah ionization equation which is given in the syllabus of MSc second semester, paper 3rd and in unit 4. So let me start with the topic. Shah ionization equation, degree of ionization in equilibrium. From the methods of statistical mechanics, we can determine the degree of ionization in a gas in thermal equilibrium at a temperature T without considering the details of the process of ionization. For ionizing a gas, some energy is required. This ionization energy is expressed in electron volts and is normally called the ionization potential. Values of ionization potential of some atom is given in table 1. So this is table 1. Name of elements are for helium it is 24.59, for argon 15.75 electron volt, like this, and for oxygen it is 13.62, and for hydrogen 13.60, and last of all for cesium it is 3.89. Now this is given in table 1. The ionization potential is given in table 1. Note that to provide an average of kT energy, that is of 1 electron volt, the temperature required is 11,600 Kelvin. Hence, it is apparent that only at very high temperatures the mean kinetic energy, that is 3/2 kT of a particle, exceeds the ionization energy. Now we will derive expressions for ionization of considerable amount which can be achieved even when the mean thermal energy of the particles is far below the ionization energy, since some of the particles having largest velocities in the tail of the Maxwellian distribution function have enough energy to produce ionization by collisions. The equilibrium degree of ionization is then determined by a balance between the rate of ionization by collisions and rate of recombination. To calculate the relative number of ionized and neutral atoms in a plasma at a given temperature, it is necessary to use a particle distribution function as given below. That is, n function of r is equal to n0 exponential minus u function of r upon kt. The factor minus u function of r upon kt is known as Boltzmann factor. If we denote Na and Nb, the number density of particles having energies UA and UB respectively, the ratio Na upon Nb is given from statistical mechanics by Na upon Nb is equal to Ga upon Gb exponential minus UA minus UB upon KT. Let it be question number 1. where Ga and Gb are statistical weights associated with the energies UA and UB and are the degeneracy factors giving the number of states having energies UA and UB respectively. For the case of a system having only two energy levels UA and UB, the function alpha of all particles that are in high energy state UA is given by equation alpha equal to Na divided by Na plus Nb. This is equal to Na by Nb divided by Na upon Nb plus 1. Let it be equation number 2. Or using equation 1 with UA is equal to UA minus UB, we have alpha equal to Ga upon Gb multiplied by exponential minus U upon Kt divided by Ga upon Gb exponential minus U upon Kt plus 1. Let it be equation number 3. Let state A be ion electron pair and state B be the neutral atom, and U equal to UA minus UB is the ionization energy. The temperature T half for which alpha equal to 0.5 or 50% of all the atoms are in the ionized state, or Na equal to Nb can be determined by taking Ga upon Gb exponential minus U upon Kt with subscript half equal to 1, which is given by equation 4. Now, or T half can be written as equal to U upon K log of Ga upon Gb. Let it be equation number 5. Now, figure 1 shows the variation of alpha as a function of T as given in equation 3. Now, this is equation 3 and this is figure 1. Along y-axis we have taken the value of alpha, and along x-axis we have taken T, and at T half we see that 50% of the atoms are ionized, and this is the value of delta T which has been calculated, and this is the value of T half for 0.5 or 50% of ionization. Now, the function of the particles in the ionized state changes from nearly 0 to nearly 1 over a small temperature range can be obtained from the temperature difference delta T that exists between alpha equal to 0 and alpha equal to 1 if the curve of alpha T were a straight line. Now, with the slope of the curve alpha T curve at T half, we take delta T raised to the power of minus 1 equal to d alpha function of T upon dt. This value is calculated at the value of T half. Let it be equation number 6. From equation 3, we obtain, assuming d by dGa upon dGb upon dt equal to 0. Therefore, d alpha function of T by dt calculated at the value of T half is equal to U alpha square upon T square multiplied by Ga upon Gb exponential minus U upon Kt, which is calculated at the value of T half, which can be equated as U upon 4 T half whole square. Let it be equation number 7. So delta T equal to delta T half divided by K log Ga upon Gb is equal to 4U divided by K log Ga upon Gb whole square. This is equation number 8. From the above expression, we can see with increase in Ga upon Gb, the value of delta T decreases. Now, this is the value of delta T, and here this is the value of Ga upon Gb, which is in the denominator, which is whole square. So, if the value of Ga of Gb, if we increase the value of Ga upon Gb, the value of delta D will decrease. As the ionized state is more degenerate than the neutral state, that is Ga is very greater than Gb, the curve of alpha T presents a very steep inclination near T half, with most of the transitions from the neutral state to the ionized state occurring near T half. The degeneracy factors Ga and Gb can be obtained from a quantum mechanical calculation. If we neglect the small interaction potential between the ion and free electrons and the internal degrees of freedom of all the particles, then we have Ga upon Gb equal to twice m e kt divided by h square raised to the power of 3 by 2 multiplied by ni raised to the power of -1. Let it be equation number 9, where h is Planck's constant and ni is the ion number density. Now expressing T in degree Kelvin and ni m raised to the power of -3. Ga upon Gb is equal to 2.4 into 10 raised to the power of 21 multiplied by T raised to the power of 3 by 2 ni raised to the power of -1. Let it be equation number 10. Now, using this result in equation 1, we get ni upon nn equal to 2.4 into 10 raised to the power of 21 T raised to the power of 3 by 2 ni raised to the power of -1 exponential minus u upon kt. Let it be equation number 11. This equation is known as Shaha equation or Shaha's ionization equation. Since 1 electron volt is equal to kT, for T equal to 11,600 Kelvin, we can also write this equation as Ni upon Nn equal to 3.00 multiplied by 10 raised to the power of 27 T raised to the power of 3 by 2 Ni raised to the power of -1 exponential minus u upon kt, which is equation number 12. With T in electron volt and Ni in m raised to the power of -3. Thus, when total number density Nt equal to Ni plus Nn is very low, a considerable degree of ionization can be achieved for temperatures that are well below the ionization energy. This is shown in figure 2. Now let it be, this is the figure 2. Along y-axis we have taken degree ionization fraction, that is alpha, and along x-axis we have taken temperature in electron volt. These are the number of molecules, that is 25, 16, 19, 10, 16, 19, 22, 25, which is equal to log of NT. NT is total number of number density, that is Ni and Nn. Now, this is degree of ionization alpha Ni upon N Ni plus Nn as a function of temperature for atomic hydrogen. Atomic hydrogen ionization potential is 13.6 electron volt. The various curves refer to number densities Nt equal to Ni plus Nn in meter raised to the power of minus 3 or of 10 raised to the power of 16, 10 raised to the power of 19, 10 raised to the power of 22 and 10 raised to the power of 25 m raised to the power of meter raised to the power of minus 3 molecules. That means this much of atoms are present there in dimension of per meter cube. As the number density decreases, the values of delta T and T half decreases significantly, and a significant degree of ionization can be obtained at temperatures far below the ionization energy of atomic hydrogen, that is 13.6 electron volt. In case of cesium vapor, whose ionization energy is only 3.89 electron volt, a high degree of ionization can be obtained at low temperature of the order of 1000 Kelvin. So this is the famous ionization equation. From this equation we conclude that far below the temperature of ionization potential, we can have a large number of ionization of the atoms or molecules. So thank you very much for listening to my video lecture. Thank you.